March 31st, 1922. A small farmstead in Bavaria, Germany. Hinterkaifeck, 6 people lived there. The Gruber family and their maid. That night, all 6 were brutally murdered with a pickaxe. But here's what makes this one of the most disturbing unsolved cases in history. The killer didn't leave. He stayed in the house for days, living with the bodies. Months before the murders, the previous maid had quit. She said the house was haunted. She heard footsteps in the attic at night. Voices. She refused to stay. Then a few days before the murders, the farmer Andreas Gruber found something strange. Footprints in the snow, leading from the forest to the house. But no footprints leading back out. Someone had walked to the farmhouse and never left. On the night of March 31st, Andreas, his wife, their daughter, and her 2 children were lured to the barn one by one. The killer was waiting. He struck them down with a pickaxe. Then he went to the house and killed the new maid in her bed. 6 people, dead. And then the killer stayed. Neighbors noticed smoke rising from the chimney days after the murders. The animals were still being fed. Someone was eating food from the kitchen, living in the house, sleeping there, with 6 corpses scattered between the barn and the bedroom. For nearly a week, the killer remained. Then he vanished. When police finally discovered the bodies, the crime scene was a nightmare. The murders were brutal, but the evidence was stranger. The killer had stacked the bodies neatly in the barn, covered some with hay. In the house, he'd used the family's own tools, ate their food, even read their newspaper by the fireplace. Then he walked away, into the forest, and was never found. Over 100 suspects were questioned. The case consumed Germany, but no one was ever charged. To this day, no one knows who killed the family at Hinterkaifeck, or why he stayed in that house with the dead. The farmhouse was torn down a year later. Too haunted, too cursed, but the mystery remains.